Trust only movement. Life happens at the level of events, not of words. Trust movement. The only normal people are the ones you don't know very well. The chief danger in life is that you may take too many precautions. It is easier to fight for one's principles than to live up to them. Meanings are not determined by situations, but we determine ourselves by the meanings we give to situations. The task of self-development is to convert a man into a single, unique individual, and the task of psychotherapy is to help him become what he is capable of being. Imagination is more important than knowledge. We must interpret a bad temper as a sign of inferiority. The only person who is educated is the one who has learned how to learn and change. The greater the feeling of inferiority that has been experienced, the more powerful is the urge to conquest and the more violent the emotional agitation. Life is movement. We breathe, we eat, we walk, we move. The science of the mind can only have for its proper goal the understanding of human nature by every human being, and through its use, brings peace to every human soul. The individual is the only one truly responsible for themselves. The truth is often a terrible weapon of aggression. It is possible to lie and even to murder with the truth. Exaggerated sensitiveness is an expression of the feeling of inferiority. The only normal way to handle social inferiority is to be proud of it. Every individual represents a unity of personality and the complex pattern of conscious and unconscious traits. There is no such thing as talent. There is pressure. The difficulties of life are intended to make us better, not bitter. To be human means to feel inferior. Death is really a great blessing for humanity. Without it, there could be no real progress. People who lived forever would not only hamper and discourage the young, but they would themselves lack sufficient stimulus to be creative. The neurotic is nailed to the cross of his fiction. The only normal people are the ones you don't know very well. The educator must believe in the potential power of his pupil, and he must employ all his art in seeking to bring his pupil to experience this power. All education is bound up with reproduction. It is always easier to fight for one's principles than to live up to them. Man knows much more than he understands. Meanings are not determined by situations, but we determine ourselves by the meanings we give to situations. A lie would have no sense unless the truth were felt dangerous. Every individual acts and suffers in accordance with his peculiar teleology, which has all the inevitability of fate, so long as he does not understand it. The only normal way to handle social inferiority is to be proud of it. Our modern states are preparing for war without even knowing the future enemy. God, who is eternally complete, who directs the stars, who is the master of fates, who elevates man from his lowliness to himself, who speaks from the cosmos to every single human soul, is the most brilliant manifestation of the goal of perfection. All the so-called bad qualities, such as cruelty, greediness, and selfishness, which we ascribe to instinct, are the result of education. The chief danger in life is that you may take too many precautions. The one who is silent listens to others. We cannot say that if a child is badly nourished he will become a criminal. We must see what conclusion the child has drawn. There is no fixed physical reality, no single perception of the world, just numerous ways of interpreting world views as dictated by one's nervous system and the specific environment of our planetary existence. To be a human being means to possess a feeling of inferiority, which constantly presses towards its own conquest. The only thing we can do with great certainty is to know that we are not sure, and this is the highest degree of knowledge.